You're watching Today with John and Helen live on Plus TV Africa. And if you just joined us, you have missed the conversation on securing our homes and lives. But just in time to savor and marvel at the life journey of our next guest as we beam the searchlight on child sexual abuse, women and the code of silence.
It's a story intended to help victims break the silence and speak out. Like the movies, she's here live, a sexual abuse survivor, and author of the book I Called Him Dad, a book that is based on her true life story. She's the founder of the non-governmental, non-for-profit organization House of Fatima for sexually abused girls, a crusader against gender-based violence against women and girls. Welcome to the family show, Fatima Ada Ishaku, a survivor and not a victim. Here you are, flesh and blood. I've looked forward to having this conversation with you. Thank you so much for making time to be here.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Saying the say is believing, and we are honored to have you. Let's get right to it.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Raped. You've been raped by the
Yes.
one you call daddy
Yes.
at a tender age of
Yes.
7? Between 7?
It started at the age of 5. But at the age of 5, he was actually using his finger on me
Okay.
Wow.
to expand me for 2 years.
You attempted suicide?
And you've attempted suicide many,
So many times.
You've lived on alcohol
Yes.
and been treated badly
Badly
by
by
your
society.
own mother.
And my
Now,
mother.
tell us the rest of the story in summary.
Okay. You guys promise you will make me cry on
In a
set
nutshell.
today.
Just
Okay, I'm just
do
joking
it.
now.
You're a survivor. You won't
I
cry.
joke a little when I do
Yeah,
things
do
like
it.
this.
Yeah, do it.
That's how other victims, like, okay, you can actually joke and laugh with your story. That's part of the process of recovery.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Fatima Ada Ishaku. My biological dad is from Kebbi. My mom is from Abia State, and my stepfather was
That's
from
where the Ada
Kogi.
comes in.
Yes.
I thought you were Benue because we are dads.
So I'm a sexual abuse survivor from the age of 5 till I was 14. And from the age of 5 to 7, he wasn't actually penetrating inside of me. He was using his finger on me for 2 years, whereby he threatened me with figurines that when you tell your mother, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your mom. But at the age of 7, that was when he actually penetrated inside of me. And that was one of the most painful experiences I keep telling everybody I've ever experienced in my life. Because going through rape, I was bullied by him. I was stigmatized. I was called stinking. I was called ugly. I was called dirty. And he kept raping me. One of the things that he did during the process of raping me was to make my mother hate me. And so many times, I tried to pass a message to my mother, like, look, I'm
This
going
is
through
happening
pain.
to me.
This is what is happening.
This is what is going on. And my mother would just push me away, speaking in Igbo language. Onye zuzu sheba or like, useless, get out from this place. It has made my mom hate me. So even while my mom was still alive, I tried to commit suicide so many times. And I'll just wake up strong. And one time, he was trying to defy me. I started running away from the house before age 11. I'll go away for like 3 days. They'll look for me. Come back. My mother will beat me, break my head, put pepper in my vagina. And I still have scars that still remind me of the thing that I went through in the hand of my mother. Sometimes it's not even the rape that affects me. Sometimes when I look at the scars that I have through my mother, those things remind me of the rape that I went through. And it brings me back so many sad memories. So one time he was trying to defy me and I started fighting. And he beats me. My mom came back. My mom asked him that, why did you beat Fatih this way? And he lied to my mother. He said he saw me kissing the boy. My mom instantly believed him. And she beats me. That was when she cut my hand. And she never took me to the hospital. She just got a bowl. There's a white basin. Just put my hand inside and I was bleeding. It was neighbors that came to tie my hand. And neighbors noticed that something was actually going on. She had broken my head, put pepper in my vagina.
I find it almost impossible to believe that you're talking about a mother who got pregnant for you, carried you, felt you, you know, that link, that communication, that mother-child relationship and affection, even before you came forth. I feel like it can't be a mother who gave birth to you, because you have tears in your eyes already.
My mom is one of the most kind women. Everybody know her in the barracks. I grew in the military barracks. My mom can never hurt anybody's child. That was her third marriage. And I don't know if my mom was under a spell.
Okay.
Because one thing I know about my mom, if people know, if in the barracks then, people know how good my mother was. So if I want to say my mother treated anybody bad in life, it's me.
Okay.
Great.
So I just feel she was being manipulated under spell. And I told her, I said, the day you will find out that everything that is... Then I didn't know it wasn't my biological father. I said, the day you find out that everything that was telling you about me are all lies, that you're going to cry your life out.
Okay, we are more about solutions now. You know, it's a good thing you're giving us the background. But before we even go into the solutions, we want to know the why, you know, about this journey that you're on. You're a crusader for the protection of children against sexual abuse. And that journey is a torturous one. It's never... Why have you decided to walk that path?
Okay. People that know me, I don't lie. I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to come out and rescue anybody, because at the end of the day, speaking as a victim, my engagement called off twice. Because don't talk about it. My mother said you're a taboo, you're a bad luck, you're a witch. So that was the reason why I decided I'm not going to get married or have children. So it was 2016, and I went to my friend Dorichina Sariole. She's a movie producer and a scriptwriter. I went to her movie premiere in America, Orlando. And in the movie premiere, I got the movie Benevolence. After showcasing her own movie, there's another actress, popular actress, Doris Simon, also have a movie that has to do with rape and malaria, where the child died of malaria. When it was time for question and answer, we answer my friend Dorichina Sariole own question. When it was not time for our own answer, I mean, I'm this kind of person that I always want to, when I see things that was wrong, I will talk. And our parents in diaspora, we're not even talking about the rape. We're talking about malaria. How our children are dying in America, in Africa. What are we going to do? Our family are dying in this malaria stuff. And as a victim, I became pale. Do you mean even in America, if I want to stay in America, so nobody can protect me? So that's me, every time I'm hearing about them is lies. I became pale. And at that moment, I was crying. I couldn't hold the pain, and I raised my hand. The owner of the gallery is Uncle Tim. They call it three Mass Gallery. An African gallery where you find all the Asian girls and African clothes and everything.
So you ask a question?
Yes. Uncle Tim now said, "She give me the mic." And I said, "Sorry, Sister Doris." That's Simon.
Yeah.
I said, "This movie is not about..." My friend Doris, I really know me that I will talk. I said, "This movie is not all about malaria. There's two key elements in this movie. It has to do with rape." I said, "What are you celebrating doing about it?" I said, "I'm so surprised as our parents in diaspora. I was shying away from the truth." I said, "Look at me." And I shared my story.
So you decided from that point going forward
that
you are going to fight this battle?
No, I didn't decide.
Okay.
So luckily for me, there was a very stubborn professor, Raphael Jackson, an elderly man, was there.
Okay.
When we're done it, see, Fatima come out. Your sister have told me so many about when she come to America, but you have to write your book about your story. I laughed. I said, "I will never." So I explained my life to him. I explained how I've been bullied, stigmatized by friends. I heard my story. And when I passed, they say, "Hey, my husband and this virgin now." So I said, "How do you want me to come out and come and tell the world?"
So that's how come you wrote your book?
So he said, "You must do it." Okay. So that's how I wrote my book. It was a very traumatic experience. I was in America writing the book.
Okay, apart from the book, there are other ways where you fight this cause. But let's keep that. We'll come to that later. Could you kindly explain to us briefly what translates to child sexual abuse in the eyes of the law, really? And what was it that attracted you and would attract a daughter to any father? What goes around that we should look out for?
If you're a man or a woman, don't forget, it's not only men that defy children.
True.
When I talk about women also defy children, a lot of women get upset with me. I shouldn't be saying that. But we're not here to sweet coat rape.
True.
People know me.
True.
I'm not here to sweet coat. I will tell you the way it is. You don't have to believe what I'm telling you, but I'm just teaching you the right thing. Now, if you're a man or a woman that don't have self-control, you're going to defy children. And a lot of times, this fault comes from Muslim mothers. Okay, you want to get married to a man because you've been bullied by society, you're getting old, you have to get married. You don't care, you don't want to check the background of the man. If his wife beat her, if he has been a rapist. I know a lady that married a rapist, and she said, I will change him, even while I was violating her daughter. So she's like, you do not check all those mental things. And most people have this mental disorder, that's what I call it.
It's
that
a mental disorder.
When you sleep with a younger girl or a younger boy, it makes you look fresh or young.
Wow.
Yes. So if you don't, or the little girl body is more tighter.
They feel that way.
Yes, than the older women. So you don't know that if you don't eat, if you sleep with only 1 million young girls, if you don't eat healthy, you look.
So
And you
really,
can't find the 1 million young girls out, but your own daughter. In
So, and some of them don't actually do it ordinary.
yeah.
They do it for spiritual purpose, for money ritual purpose. So they tend to go for their own biological.
so you see, you're saying to us that it's most times it's a mental disorder
Mental
and it's
disorder.
for diabolical
Yes.
reasons. Okay, now let's quickly ask you, because a lot of times we want to expect to see women, come out and protect mothers, come out and protect their children. Why mothers? What's the role of fathers?
Every father also need to play a role in the life of their children. If you're a father, you get married to a girl, or you dating her, she became pregnant, don't just neglect that child. Don't leave the responsibility of that child to another man to take care of. Because at the end of the day, and men that, okay, you go to work, I think as a father, you need to sit your daughters. I love daughters that are close to their fathers. You need to sit with your daughter. You need to teach them. You need to educate them. Tell them why they need to speak out. I think children listen to their father more than their mother. They're scared of their father more than their mom. Because if father have a way to talk to you, mother have a way of yelling. Now, if you're a father, from young age, take your children out. Okay. It's not all about you going out with your friends. Okay. Take your daughter out. Take your son out. You need to educate them. Teach them what it means not to be scared at a very younger age.
And teach them to speak out.
You know one thing I keep telling everybody, that a child mind is very, very easy to manipulate. Yeah. Once you start manipulating a child mind at a very tender age, you've captured that child.
Okay.
So when you start teaching your child how to be bold, how to be courageous, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm not scared. Take your children, if you have a child that is weak, take that child to go and learn martial art. Learn something that's going to boost their confidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will help them.
Okay.
Now, fathers tend to listen, except it's the father that is defiling the daughter. If you're not defiling your daughter and your child come and tell that a guy even try to raise your cloth up, if the man have a gun, he's going to take the gun and make use of it. Mothers will tell you to silence, that you want to bring shame to the family.
Okay. So there's that code of silence.
Yes.
By
the women.
More by mothers. Mothers want you to keep quiet. Mothers want you to not bring shame to the family name.
It's the fear of stigmatization, I would say.
It's not
more.
Have you checked out this generation mothers? If you defy their children, they'll go to the internet. That's the two difference between our parents then and the generation mothers. These Gen Z mothers, these internet mothers, if you defy their children, they don't care the stigma, they will go out
and shout it.
And shout.
Wow.
Tunde Ednon, Easter blood, somebody will just carry it. They might not put, because it's a sensitive issue. You understand? You have to block the word. Yes. But if you're in a news channel, you can say it. They will carry it. Bloggers will carry it. Okay. Like the guy that just gang raped a small girl in Anambra was raping her, beating her, post on internet. They're looking for him now. So people now use the advantage of internet. But then there was no internet also, don't forget.
True.
It's more about the family name, family protection. Don't say this, don't say that. Yeah. Keep the family secret. Mind you, my mother got that was my mother's third husband.
Okay. All right. But you see, keep the family secret, not minding what the little girl or the young boy who is going through this,
They don't care.
you know, not minding
What
what
they do.
effect it has now
And
and
later.
later on in life. Quickly, you run an NGO
Yes.
that is solely dedicated to,
The boy and the girl
you
child.
know, helping this category of children. What goes on there? How well have you fed? How do you help them? And how many of them have turned out bold like you have?
A lot. A lot. And some of them, I had to be the one to call their parents and said, your brother, your son. is
How do you
defining-
find them? How do they find
They
you?
find me. I do a lot of events. I do a lot of events. That's what I did now with, they call them on Twitter stories, the Americans. And in a week, I have 2.1 million views. And my website was like,
Breaking down.
you know, and a lot of girls come and confide. And some will say, where will I go to? Where, if I come out and speak like you, where will I go
I
to?
can go back home.
I can go back home. Do you have somewhere to keep me? My mother would die if she hear it. My father will carry out his threat. So the one that their children will just, if I know that at the end of the day you're too strong for me to handle, I just go to Langbasa police station because I live very close to that place. And they've been helpful to me. What they do, give me police, just come, arrest you, take you to court direct, and they sentence you.
So the state, the police, you know, has been of immense.
For me, I don't know of any other person. Maybe because I have a kind of I don't call it sass. Maybe I have a kind of unique story, and I have a way that I interact with people. You can't just go to the police station and and be rude. If there's a way you talk to them, they've been helpful. All the police, all the places I've been going about dealing with the issue of rape. But when I moved to the island, I'm telling the police have been very helpful to me.
It's actually good to hear that.
They've been very helpful to
that
me.
we have institutions.
If
such
they are
as
not,
the police.
I would say they've been very, very helpful to me.
Where else could anyone run to for help?
I think the first place you need to run to is police station. And I think the police also need, maybe because I'm lucky, because a lot of people complain that when they go to the police neglect
They
them.
don't attend to them. Okay.
They don't attend to them. Okay. I think also the police also need to educate their people that when a victim comes to you, that don't start asking her, what did you wear? Why did you go to his house? You understand me? Are you sure he raped you?
This is really a
That-
part.
that is
This
the-
is a part one for this show, because I'm looking at you. I feel like just coming out there and hugging you, but
I'll
all
give you a
tied.
million hug.
I'm all tied down here, and I'm like, I mean, you went through this as a child, and your life is sold out. So making sure that not too many children go through this, and I'm like, what's your life like today? Like a final word. Who are you today?
I'm not happy. I don't like I'm not
The
happy.
past.
I'm still a sad girl. And for the fact that oh God. For the fact that I do things that I do to help people, I'm not a happy girl. That's why, but I'm lucky to have friends like Doris, like my producer, the best in the world, Lafa, Peter, Mr. Anthony, Oje Foundation, Dr. Martin, then the first lady of Imo State. My God.
Okay.
Then Yaya Bello, then Oni of Ife.
Like I said,
yes.
this is
So I've
the part
had
one.
people that have helped me. Do you understand? And they know when I go through pain. Mostly Lafa.
Well,
All right.
we want to celebrate your boldness.
Yes.
And we want to say to you right here and now that we're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay? You've written
Thank
a
you.
book. I
Yes.
call him
Yes, I have a
Dad.
copy for you guys.
So, yes.
Thank you, John. Do I keep both?
No.
You have to give me that job. But mind it, this is a very, very, I probably this book will publish in America. This is a
Thank you.
very emotional book.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it is for, you can give it to your daughters, you
Thank
can give
you.
it to your family, you can give it to people to read. Because I have to tell you my story first.
We'll have you back.
Yeah.
In fact, occasionally, from time to time, we'll have you back on
Please.
this show.
To remind
Not
you
for the fafarity of it,
No.
but for the substance that is in you and your story.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mwah. I love you. Are you jealous?
Honestly, everything has just.
Yes,
Okay,
It's a lot. It's not a thing
a
that you
lot.
can
Yeah.
talk for like 30 minutes.
Exactly.
You have to like, okay, mothers, what are you going to,
We'll
what is
go
the
through
sign?
that when we have you back.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So child sexual abuse is evil, definitely, and is a reality on the increase around the world and right here in Nigeria. We can never conclude talking about it. Thank you so much again for sharing your story.
Thank you for having
And
me.
of course, we appreciate, like I said, what you do at the foundation.
Thank you.
Turning them into fighters, not
Thank you,
victims.
yes.
You've made them survivors, and we want to wish you all the best as you journey on.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank
Wow.
Thank
Very inspiring time with Fatima Adai Shaku. I know you got some goosebumps just like I did, listening to her and learning from her shared experience.
So up next is our timeout with Dolly Phillips in the gym, and the Keep Fit first segment will, be followed by our lifestyle and wellness experience with Fenra Shonuga on
Thank
the
you.
driving seat.
All right, Shonuga,
hi,
today
Dolly. Yeah?
with our life lessons, Pharaoh is talking about the importance of introspection.
So
Join
we'll
us
take that
again.
break now.